Hi everyone, my name is Rhonda and I'm a newbie to YouTube for cake videos. This is my first cake that I'm actually posting to YouTube. I took Michael's classes maybe 2 years ago and learned a little there, but I'll tell you 90% of what I've learned, all my inspiration and guidance and great tips have come from YouTube. I would say 70% of my knowledge has come from my end. Way Beyond Cakes. You can find her on Facebook. Fantastic. You can actually walk through her cake decorating life just by watching her YouTube videos. And if you're familiar with her videos, you'll know that my inspiration came from her high heel shoebox cake that she did for a woman named Jane. And you'll see that a lot of what you see here is exactly like what she did. And I mimicked her because I just wanted to follow a good example as I, tried my hand at this. But I don't want to bore you and I don't want this to be a long video. So I just want to say thank you to my end though. Thank you for all your guidance. You don't know how many people you've touched and you continue to touch because this cake will definitely make my cousin, who will be 19 tomorrow, a very happy young lady. So, you really give the gift that keeps on giving. Thank you so much. And to Pink Cake Box, thank you for the video. I found yours to be the most helpful for me in terms of using an actual shoe as a template. So thank you. Okay, now that we've gotten our credits and our thank yous and acknowledgments out of the way, quickly, I just want to give you a few tips on things I found when I was doing this that I didn't hear others say. And I found helpful. But basically, this is the shoe I made. And when you're using a shoe, an actual shoe for a template, ladies or gentlemen, please don't go past like a size 7 or, seriously. I used a 9 on my first try. It was a big boot. It looked like a big boot. And it was a pointy toe shoe, not a good look. So I opted for one of my shoes that was rounded toe, very nice. 2 tips here, quickly. The first, you know how you see all the videos where they use the saran wrap here? Well, what I found was that when I put the saran wrap here to hold my straps in place, the saran wrap would just naturally give and morph into its own shape. So then I wouldn't have symmetry, I'd have lopsidedness. It was kind of a mess. What I did that I found that worked for me was that I took a bag, I took a Target, the plastic bag, I balled it up, and then I used rubber bands to give it the shape that I needed it to have, and then I placed it into the shoe. And that way it kept its shape, both sides were symmetric, nothing moved and shifted. That was great. The second thing with the shoe is to get this rounded part and to put the shoe on can be very tricky, and you've got to sit there and try to hold this into place to get so that the gum paste can, start to form and round. What I found helpful was that I just used the insert of a paper towel, like the cardboard part of the paper towels. And when I cut out the pattern, I actually let the shape here sit on the rounded part of the paper towel for maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Then I grabbed it and I put it on the shoe, and I found that it formed this curve a lot better, and I was able to work with it while it was still wet, not quite dry, a lot better than if I had not done that. Another thing you'll see here is I'm using beads. These are not edible. These are just from Michael's. The numbers are freehand. The board is just white fondant actually, and it's spray painted with the Wilton like spray paint for cakes, like the lavender color. Here I had a lot of fun with the tissue paper here. This is just a sticky from Michael's. They have different themes and all kinds of shapes and cool sayings, best friend, diva, all that kind of thing. And then I'm just introducing myself to Luster Dust, and I've actually ordered it from Amazon, but their supplier is CK Products, and I use their, I think it's antique silver or old silver. I think it's old silver. Please forgive me if I'm saying it incorrectly. And, when I put it on, I was like, oh, I don't know. But now that it has dried, it looks fantastic. I also used a glaze on, I'm sorry, I should have mentioned, on the shoe to give it the shine that it has, the confectionery glaze. And to get the box to stand up, I just have dowel rods sticking up and positioned. I'm using 4. 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and I have them positioned so that this box sits nicely off the top of the cake. This black, super duper black, I'm very happy that Michael's is now selling the black fondant. It's Duff brand, and I don't really care who the brand is. It's just that I have a difficult time getting black all the way black. As you can see, this was my attempt at black, and I don't know if you can see, but it's gray. And then using the Duff, I mean, you can see it's a big difference. And then here I actually have a black cake box. So that's it, guys. We're going into 5 minutes. I hope I didn't bore you, but this is a cake for my little cousin, her name's Tanisha. She'll be 19. I hope she loves it. If you have any questions or anything like that, I'm in no way a professional, or I wouldn't even say I'm that good yet. But, you know, using the tutorials as a guide to, you know, kind of get my hands dirty with this cake decorating thing, with the help of Mayan and the others who've been so gracious, I think, you know, I'm going to take this to another level. So, have any questions? Let's chat about it. Let's exchange ideas. I'm totally ready to learn. Thank you.